Oh, he closed the door for me, man.
Ava macho je balera kinawi klenya. Donala.
What?
Lela.
Lele wewe ni.
Manamio.
Tekawe pe tekawe.
Oh, chino te ge liga ni bilo.
Liga wili. Liga ya na ma.
Ta o ro ka mo
liga ya.
Mat ba yu na te no. Ha?
Kalau la paudio Chao natine. Chana.
Safari.
Those are the ones that drive the big buses, see that?
Our country saw.
That doesn't have to paint it. You guys love?
Look, I don't want to. Hey, how about too much number?
Another item over there.
I feel this side, it's almost one less time.
I do it.
Because the world can sat idly by watching these horrific crimes against humanity, taking little to no action. In many cases, global leaders look the other way because of the tactics specifically designed for Asian business that they can use to have other countries together. Especially with the recent attacks on Kachin and Shan, Wednesday, Karen, Kachin and Shan and others. You must recognize as the rightful owners of their ancestral lands. Those lands belong to Karen, Kachin, and Shan. They must be recognized as a sovereign people. Today the Karen, the largest ethnicity in the Burma region, known as the largest freedom-loving, pro-democracy people in that region. have come today to Washington, D.C. with the following 5 objectives. Number 1, the nationwide ceasefire agreement, NCA, is not a solution. It has not been effective because the Burma Army continues to violate its provisions every day while trying to hold the ethnic nationalities accountable for them so that they can further Burmanize the region, which they state publicly is their intent. The only permanent solution for the region is statehood for all ancestral owners of the ethnic nationalities and then ratified by the United Nations. Number 3, request the United States to substantially increase sanctions against the Burma Army until they abide by, in the short term, the NCA agreement, pulling out of the areas, immediately withdrawing their troops from both 5th Brigade and 7th Brigade in Karen State, and immediately stopping the attacks against the Kachin and the Shan, and begin working to facilitate a statehood process for ethnic nationalities to have full autonomy in their own ancestral lands. In addition, request the United States to pressure international criminal courts to file criminal charges against the top Burma general dictators and Aung San Suu Kyi, who denies that these crimes against humanity. Request the United States to monitor all funding for the displaced people in the region, making sure money is not reallocated by the Burma Army so that they can again use it to Burmanize the region. I want to thank Thailand for its historic love for the Karen people. Thailand is an amazing place, more precious than that they can stand beloved ethnic nationalities in that region. The Karen had a particularly special relationship with Thailand. The world knows very well that the corrupt and brutal Burma Army is out of control, has never had a desire for democracy. Their war on all ethnic nationalities has never stopped. They play games to delay any accountability by pretending to democratize and offering the NCA nationwide ceasefire agreement that they do not and will not hold themselves accountable to. They simply use it as a ruse designed to delay and allow the further Burmanization of the region to remove all ethnic nationalities. Just in the last few months, the corrupt and brutal Burma Army touts the NCA as the solution for the future, but yet we all know this is furthest from the truth. It can be evidenced with the Rohingya situation. The world wrongly focused on that crisis, however, and that enabled the corrupt and brutal Burma Army to step up attacks on the ancestral owners of the land while the world watched on with the Rohingya situation. Just the past few months, Russia provided Burma with 6 military jets. A short time later, they bombed Kachin State and Shan State from the air. And there's threats that they will do the same to 5th Brigade. In addition, they began leading incursions into Karen's 5th Brigade to build a road so they can penetrate deeper into the jungle, so they can take control of more land for its precious resources that the Karen people have protected for thousands of years, while the Burma Army destroys everything they touch to where it can't even be inhabited because they destroy the environment. This specific incident resulted in over 2,500 Karen people, young and old, displaced and forced to flee deep into the jungles. In addition, the corrupt and brutal Burma Army has led other incursions into Karen's 7th Brigade. Why? To build a dam, which will cause multitudes of people to be displaced that will no longer have access to water. It's resulted in the displacement of so many people. This is how the Burma generals operate: decisively, deceptively, callously. The corrupt and brutal army has also used the tact to divide and conquer. They seek to cause divisions among each of the ethnic nationalities, creating the division purposefully to weaken them. They have also strategically created division among the different ethnic nationalities. The corrupt Burma army are very good at corrupting leaders as well, either by bribing them or finding them to use them to control their people, allowing again the Burmanization of the region. But guess what? No more, because we're not going to be silent anymore. On November 6th of last year, we came here. And you came here to thank the United States government for all that they've done for you. I look out and see all these American flags, Karen flags. The Karen people love America so much. And also the Karen people are now united more than ever And now ethnic nationalities are all coming together to stand as one to fight against this corrupt and brutal dictatorship, again, that publicly states their purpose is to rid that region of all of these amazing and beautiful ethnic nationalities. They've been eliminating ethnic culture, language, religion, year after year, all in violation of international law, ethnic cleansing. Through their authoritarian government, they've held hostage the whole Burma region. These top Burmese generals have held it hostage. We must be united, and we need the United States of America to flex their muscle in the region to stand up to the corrupt and brutal army. As many of you have told me over the last several months that you believe President Trump is the man that will not play games, and that the Burmese generals have never had to deal with such a man. We believe that President Trump means what he says and says what he means. President Trump, the Karen people, the largest ethnicity in the region, began praying for you long before you became president of the United States. They had a vision that you would be the man to stand up against this brutal dictatorship and stand by the ethnic nationalities to have their land back and be the largest strong ally for the United States in that region with lovers of democracy. We pray for President Trump, ask you to stand up for the corrupt, against the corrupt and brutal army, as you have remedied the North Korea issue so far. It's going well, which is unprecedented. We believe that Burma is the next power in the region that must be addressed. The Karen have always sought peace. The words to their national anthem speak of peace, love, family, love of God. Very similar to the values of the United States. I believe the United States could have no greater partner in the Burma-Thai region than to have the freedom-loving Karen people as their greatest ally, as the Karen people proved in World War II as they stood by the United States and Great Britain. Now, for the Burma Army generals, mark our word, you are on notice. We will not allow you to continue to destroy some of the greatest cultures known to this world. We will continue to expose your corruption to the world so the world can rightfully turn against you. The only solution is balanced power in the region, which means statehood for ancestral ethnic nationalities, with the United States holding Burma accountable. Lastly, we request the United States and other countries to refer top Burmese generals and Aung San Suu Kyi again to the international courts. Stand firm, everyone, as we continue this fight to bring justice to those who deserve it, and justice to the brutal dictators that are responsible for the longest-running civil war in history. To the Karen and Kathule, the Kachin, Shan, and others that continue to suffer at the hands of the corrupt and brutal Burma army, we stand with you. We pray for you. We will never leave you standing alone. And we're not alone. Because as we have this gathering here, there's also gatherings right now today at the same time in Canada, in Australia, New Zealand, and many other countries doing the same thing we're doing. I want to personally thank General Nerda Bomia and General Bajahe. These two men have tirelessly stood up and protected the Karen people under attack. They stood solid for many years with integrity and have been committing to protecting people that are not able to protect themselves. Pray for these men daily because they are standing up for what's right. We thank the Karen military for their sacrifice and service to their Karen people, even laying down their lives, and they receive no monetary gain whatsoever. God bless you all. Thank you for standing as one, and I want to introduce a few guests to you. I first want to introduce Congressman Frank Wolf. I think he's going to make his way over here. We are honored because this Congressman has a commitment to stand up against human rights violations. So much so that instead of just saying, that's good what you guys are doing, he says, I would like to come and share with everyone. And so, Congressman Frank Wolf, we pray for you and we thank you so much for your stand and for your agreeing to be here with us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with Congressman Tony Hall from Ohio, my good friend who will next speak. President Ronald Reagan said that the words that
God brought us into this land and gave us our voice so that we can speak for ourselves and for our fellow countrymen. Let our voice be heard by those who dwell among this hilltop. Let them help us lighten our yoke and carry our burden because they are strong and we're capable of doing this. Let our people suffer in silence no more. Let the cry of the woman and children of God today be heard all over the world. Let's expose the evil deed of Burmese government toward the people of the land. Our silence has been the greatest weapon which the Burmese government has used effectively to commit
I mean, clearly, how come those people say that right now?
Don't let our resentment around the world be a weakness, but rather strength and strong voice for all the people of Myanmar. Let our voice echo in unity loud and clear from this hilltop all the way back to Myanmar. Let it be music to our fellow countrymen. And let it be a warning siren to the worst human rights abuser. We are determined to create justice reign out over the country of Myanmar so that one day people can shower in justice. Thank you.
Clap your hand, both of you, clap your hand.
Mira, no con lo de.